We're here looking at an 89 Reatta. 250 what?
We got 251,971 on the odometer.
So almost 252,000 miles. It needs some work. Has some little issues, but all the power stuff seems to work. And get ready to test drive it. I'm actually going to let the camera guy test drive it, our producer, because he's kind of interested in it. So
I don't get on camera.
I won't put you on camera the whole time. I'll try to shoot the car, not you. Oops. I know. And I dropped the mic. Got some connection issues with the screen. And it's running a little rough. And we had a bunch more lights on, but they've mostly gone off in this last restart, so.
Not bad. Maybe it's fixing itself. Okay, so.
And replace that latch.
Yeah, you gotta replace one in the back too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, is there a parking brake that I'm not seeing?
Yeah, it's already out.
Okay, it just brake light is on.
Yeah, I think it needs a little fluid added.
Alright, we're ready.
Now all the lights came back on.
Service engine soon, anti-lock brake is gone. My head is hitting the ceiling because I don't know how to lower it.
Let's see, tilt back. Nope, tilt this way. There we go.
Alright, so I guess I gotta shrink down.
That's why you lean all the way back. That's why you get the gangster lean.
Yeah.
Is to get your head out of the roof.
Okay, yeah, it needs brake fluid. We need brake fluid. Alright, so going straight, I guess?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd go that way, actually. Looking at this, straight does not look very promising. We'll do it this way.
It doesn't. Like I said, you're the guy that, with a better sense of direction, I'm the guy that just pays for everything.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Bouncy, bouncy.
Watch out, turn.
I see the turn. Alrighty, try not to hit the cyclist. Boy, listen to that whine.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's transmission, I think. Like I said, it looks like it's a little low on fluid, so I'll need to top off transmission fluid and brake fluid. I think that'll take care of that.
Yeah. Probably needs transmission fluid changed, do you think?
I don't know. I have to see the fluid to see if it's ever been changed. If it's not been changed, yeah, might change out a little bit. I don't know. That's going to be cross that field when we get to it.
Yeah.
Because odds are it's never been changed, and once they've never been changed, changing them a lot of times kills them.
Yeah, let's not do that. I've actually literally killed a couple of vehicles that way.
Yeah.
Oh, the fluid's never been changed. I can fix that. 500 miles later. Oh no, my transmission is slipping. What did I do?
If it starts acting like the filter's clogged, we can change the filter, but we do that, I'll probably add some new fluid in with the old fluid and put the old fluid back in.
Yeah, just keep...
And with the fluid a little low, I'll probably add Lucas into it some to help if it slips, but it doesn't seem to be slipping.
Well, we haven't really gone fast enough to feel a change yet. Parking brake is on.
No, it's not. The sensor's going.
Oh, the sensor's going.
Yeah.
Clear right?
Yep. The switch just isn't working. You got the engine pulsing, surging.
Yep.
And thing telling us to check the gauge cluster, which we can't do.
Okay. There was a shift.
Yeah. I think it just needs fluid. It feels less like it's slipping and more just like it needs some fluid.
Yeah. Alright. Is that us?
No, we're nowhere near. We have to turn here to get back to us. You missed the turn.
Yeah, I did. On purpose. I'm saying, do you smell anything?
Not really, other than maybe some grease from the steering burning off.
That's probably it. I'm just gonna get down here and then turn back around. Okay, so it's not shifting. It's shifting fine.
Trying to get spot and stop, we'll switch. Brakes are, yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
That's the analog. It's an antique analog system, so.
No, it was shaking the steering wheel though.
Yeah.
The steering wheel was rumbling. We're gonna scare these people.
All right, and I'll give you the camera.
Okay. Hey.
That's city locks.
And the door filter. All right. You're gonna have a fun time in this thing.
I am, aren't I?
I'm not sure you'll fit.
Oh, I fit. I just gotta lean that back and that up. There we go.
I forgot to give home dude
Key.
I feel bad about that. Okay.
And then we get the gangster lean going.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is the era of we don't care about your paperwork. We're putting drink coasters in here anyway.
Yeah. Those are your drink holders. But you have an ashtray there.
Yep. At least we got an ashtray.
And tilt wheel.
I think most people in this era just flick the ashes out the window.
They did.
So what do you think, Carl? Krazy Karl? Do you think this is going to be a good purchase, or you think this is going to be me wasting my producer money?
Let's see, shuttering. Get on it. That's just fine. I don't know, were you comfortable driving it?
I'm comfortable driving old 80s POSs because I grew up with old 80s POSs. Remember, we are from the same era.
I know.
I just am looking for the... Oh. That
Yeah,
one.
they're in the center.
On these, you gotta test the windows. We need to do the Scotty Kilmer silicone trick on these things, and I think it'll be just fine.
Yeah. Turn signal chime.
It gives you a chime for the turn signal? Okay, I want it. This is probably the dumbest. That alone should tell me not to buy this.
Yeah,
but I'm probably gonna buy it.
It is rough. We might be able to fix it. I can get it running good. I don't know if I can fix all the other stuff. Kit thought he could fix the electronics.
Yeah, he's our
electrical person.
our electrical maintainer, electronic maintainer. If he could definitely fix that, then this is a go.
The engine is a combination, I think, of 3 sensors. The throttle, we already warned on the camshaft sensor.
Yeah.
And the balancer resonate. I can't think of what to call this. The thing that balances the camshaft.
Yeah, the resonator or something like that, balancer.
But it's bad that it's old and the rubber's rotting out of it, so it's not doing a good job. Part of why the engine's so rough. And I think the mass airflow sensor is not working properly.
Yeah, not working properly or dirty. One of the two.
And I can mess with that parking brake sensor and see if I can't get it to show it released.
Most definitely.
Now it's telling me the screen. It's telling me
anti-lock brake, service engine sound.
Yep. Hey, I got the parking brake to leave us alone though.
Yeah, what is the anti-lock brake?
I think, I don't know, anti-lock brake system might actually be bad. Ancient, we can bypass that.
Just stab it, stab it.
that can be remedied by getting a distribution valve and bypassing it. That's what you do for if you're going to set something up for racing anyways. But the brakes are nice and stiff now that I put fluid in it.
Good. No more spongy brake?
Nope.
Also, don't forget, you can stab it. Alright. I don't know why I keep saying stab it. I just want to say stab it right now. Alrighty, so this is the road. And I'm not recording everything on this trip, of course, but...
Yeah, we're leaving where we picked up. It was in, we're Dana, Indiana.
Yep.
And we just picked up a Reatta.
Yeah, we are brand new proud owners of a Reatta.
With 252,000 miles on it for all intents and purposes.
Yes. That's a chugga Reatta.
Yeah. It needs a lot of work. And the touchscreen lights up, but we can't use any of the controls because they won't stay put. So we don't know if the AC works or not.
You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick.
And it doesn't change over either.
No, it don't.
So we'll try to fix that. If we can't fix that, we'll try to get creative with getting all the controls back.
Yeah. So we're gonna get Kid on it, our electronics expert, to see if he can do something with it.
And it's one of those cars that remind you I'm tall.
You are tall. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty nice little thing. I think we've officially, with this purchase, have stolen the title from Hoovy of having the worst kind of hoopties on YouTube.
Oh, probably.
Yes.
We have a $1,000 Reatta.
Yes. So the gauntlet has been thrown down, albeit accidentally. We weren't intending to throw any gauntlets, but we threw the gauntlet down now.
Which we're doing a 2-hour drive in a may or may not start Reatta, which so far it's behaving really well. So we'll hope that it continues. And yeah. I have no gauges because the gauges are all in that. So it's like a modern car when you get problems. All your gauges in that, so it's 90 degrees outside though, and it says the climate control's for 60, but it's not on, so I don't know. It's blowing, but it's not hot, but it's not cold either.
No, it's I don't remember who said it. I think it was a Doug DeMuro thing where he said it's like a midget in the dash blowing warm air on you.
Yeah. It's more like a midget in the dash with a paper fan.
Yes, kind of something like that.
Oh, and there's fun shimmers and shimmies and shakies.
You may get to do the shocks in this one too, because it's a bit bouncy.
Oh, but these were always bouncy. Yeah, it probably needs that. It probably needs the stabilizer mount. I have a feeling when I take that off to change the balancer, I have a feeling we'll have to replace that, which I found out you can source it through Mercedes, because although it's not the same part, you can get one that'll fit.
That's an owie.
They're not supposed to be that expensive. It's an old part.
Okay. Well, I hope it's not that expensive.
Yeah, I think from what I gathered, I haven't looked at the price, but from what I gathered reading on some of the old forums, and this is from, some of these comments are from a decade or more ago, it was like a $20, $30 part.
Okay.
So.
All right. So that means the trouble's going to be to get to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And might shoot the drive some, not just me, and the cornfield next to me.
Yeah. Alrighty. So now I'm not.
Wonderful roads.
Yeah, I'm shooting some of this. Like I said, we're not going to be shooting everything.
I'm doing under the speed limit. This thing's kind of fun. Yeah. But it's kind of scary too. It's got. Yeah, it's gonna need some suspension.
It's gonna need some suspension. It needs some work, but it feels like one of those corner-hugging cars. And that's one of the reasons why I bought it. It's like a Miata with luxury seats. Is what it feels like to me.
It's a Miata with a V6 and an overboosted steering.
Yeah, with luxury seats.
Yep, and luxury seats. 16-way power seats, and they all still work. All the power stuff seems to work. Even that works.
It has no traction.
Yep, and there's problems with the engine. and I think it does have a misfire. I'm pretty sure the mass flow sensor is not working properly, but at speed, at idle, it's running pretty good.
Yeah. So, all in all, hopefully it's going to be a good little car.
You know, GM does screwy things, and I've already told you, go over and you can watch the RPM meter, and it tells you about the sensor. Well, that was on one of these that was when they replaced it with analog, semi-analog gauge.
Yeah.
This may be what's telling you that the camshaft position sensor is bad. Because GM loves doing that. It screws up your radio and that kind of stuff when you have throttle position sensor or one of the other engine sensors. They have sensors attached to stuff that goes bad to tell you that it's gone bad, but unless you know what's going on, you just think the radio's messing up or the speakers are messing up or the gauges are messing up.
Which kind of bumps me out. It bumps me out in this little bit because coming over here, when you first told me about this, I really wanted to do but there ain't nothing wrong with the radio joke. Yeah. I wanted to do that for the 3 people who remember country music from the 90s.
Well,
now I can't do that.
Because we can't turn it on because we can't get to those controls.
Yes, I can't do that joke now. It's a bummer. I'm kind of mad.
And Kit's got someone behind him upset that we're going so slow.
They can live.
Yeah.
Do we have speedo?
We do. It's very good. Digital speedo. The clock is not set. It's there. The gas gauge works. He said he changed the. I think the cinder and the fuel pump's already been changed. He got those fixed. Okay.
Yeah. To me, this is going to be a great little car that we might fix up. We might supercharge and then putting on a racetrack somewhere for no reason.
Well, we have the 2 cars. This one was the original sports car. Okay, come on.
There we go. It does not like hills. We just discovered that. We figured that out on our own.
Yeah, it's saying where's the power? Wrong mirror.
It's saying what?
It goes up and down, but not out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so
there we go.
We're on the main road. We made it on the main road. Let's see if we make this one. I don't know. We'll give you an update when we get there. And when we stop for fuel and do our first little piddly stop.
Yeah.
We've been in this about a half hour now. What do you think?
Yeah, it's actually, I don't know if it's as bad as I thought it was. It looks like mass airflow sensor, throttle position sensor both need replaced. It's got full throttle and idle, and you get in between, then it starts.
Yeah.
It likes being at highway, freeway speed. It's cruising pretty good there. Cruise works. The check engine, the service engine shooting light goes out when you're cruising. It's when you're doing city driving, it's not happy. So I think it's those 2 sensors malfunctioning. It's sending a signal that it's malfunctioning. The camshaft sensor probably has more to do with the resonator, the balancer being worn out, and it's striking when it gets bad enough, which if we keep doing easy driving, it should be okay the entire time back. And that'll just be something I replace when I replace that part, because it's got to be replaced.
Yeah. So far, the rough riding is basically the rough roads.
Yeah.
It does shudder a little bit at slower speeds and on easy speeds, so that might be a few easy to replace parts possibly, which will be good.
And the great thing about GM vehicles from this time period, throttle position sensor messes up your radio. If it is going bad, that might be the source of this.
Yeah. So if we replace that and that fixes it, then I can do my there ain't nothing wrong with the radio joke. Awesome. Okay, well, it's getting hot in here right now, so I'm going to end recording and we will catch you up on our next
So we can roll the windows down and turn back on the old-fashioned air conditioning.
Exactly. The 440 air AC. Quick update.
It stalled and that started working when it restarted.
Yes, I know it's hard to see on these cameras with the thing, but it's no longer flickering.
And the buttons are working.
Yeah. So once he stomped it, black smoke spit out the back, and Italian tune-up, I guess, kind of fixed it. So we'll try to do a couple more of those. Anyway, it's getting windy in here. Catch you on the next update.
Yep. Get it.
Okay, I wish I could demonstrate it, but you know, copyright laws. But throttle position sensor is wrong. The mass airflow sensor is wrong. Camshaft position sensor may be rubbing against something.
Rubbing against the pulley.
Yeah.
The position bars, basically.
Yeah.
And but the radio.
And there ain't nothing wrong with the radio. Yes. As you can see, we turned it off.
Yep.
Right.
We even managed to find 80s music to play on it. And so, yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for copyright, we would be jamming out with 80s
And
music.
the throttle position sensor, I have up to about quarter throttle and then 3/4 throttle, half throttle, anything beyond a quarter throttle, it doesn't know what to do. Anything more than 3/4 throttle, it doesn't know what to do. So that's throttle position sensor.
Yes. But there ain't nothing wrong with the radio.
Yep, and sensors being bad is probably what had that going off. It warmed up and relaxed out. That seems to correct itself. And it's actually running a little better. So some of the sensors are probably reading a little better now.
Yeah. All GM, you know, sensors go out, then it starts messing with your radio. Anyways.
It's getting hot again. So
it's getting hot, yeah. See you further down the road. All right, so now the AC works.
Yep, we've got controls, the AC's working, it's not overheating, it's a little warm but not horribly warm. So, yeah, we're doing good, although we keep finding, I'm having to take an even longer way home because the route I was going to take, they have the route closed. And they didn't bother to tell you till you got up to the highway.
Which is not, that's very nice of them, but
yeah.
What can you do? Anyway.
So, I should have just stayed on the highway. It was being happy, it was running nice, although we wouldn't have found out the air conditioner worked because while we were stopped there, he messed with the AC and got it working. So, hey.
Magic touch.
Our
Magic
quality
touch.
of life went up.
So, positive and a negative. Alrighty, and we'll see you in the next update.
Yep.
Okay, update. We got screen flicker back. All in all, the AC is working great. So, radio's off, which is fine. We can do our in-car karaoke. We don't need that.
There was the throttle position sensor saying, oh, hey, what throttle go are we at?
Yeah. So, there we go. And we just did an Italian tune-up moment. Didn't fix it yet, so maybe it'll fix it again. If it does, you'll get another update. Quick lunch, and Carl's concentrating on trying to pull out the traffic without killing us. Nothing's fixed, but nothing new is broken yet, so I'm hoping that this, whatever happened on this, will be okay later, but we'll see. So far, so good. Almost home. And any updates there, Krazy K?
Not really. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do soft lines because we have brakes that are not completely releasing. So
yeah, the brakes want to hug tight.
They do after a while. They do let go after a while, but they take a little while, which makes it hard to pull out in traffic.
Yeah.
The horn works though.
It does. It's nice and loud.
Yep, it does have the yacht horn like I heard talked about.
Which is awesome. Alrighty, and we'll see you on further down the road. Alright, update from Racing Reatta. I think we decided that its name, or Lovely Reatta. What did we
You picked it. You picked Reatta.
Okay, so Reatta. Reatta the Reatta.
Yep, we made it. We're here, and it did all right. It had some issues back and forth. It ran really good for a while, then ran really rough for a while. We do have AC. If you can find the right spot to push, you have all the controls. The touchscreen still works. It's just the display behind it's moving, so you have to guess where you're supposed to touch. But
GM has a thing with their old radios. Go ahead and I'm sorry.
oh yeah, GM radios from this time period, 80s, 90s, they start messing up when you have sensors in the engine messing up. So there's a good chance that as I replace the sensors, this will fix itself. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it's like a radio in an old Regal or an old Park Avenue, where you replace the throttle position sensor when it's going bad, fixes the volume control. You replace a mass flow sensor that's going bad, and it fixes something else in the radio. So, wait and see.
Radio did fix itself on the trip. So
oh yeah.
That.
And of all funny things, this thing has a heck of a horn too.
You made the cat like, what the heck?
I woke the cat up.
Not sure if you can see it on video. Alrighty, and so what? There we go.
Yep.
So, producer's first job trying to do producer jobs. Good, bad, what do you think?
I think you did good.
Alrighty, so hopefully we're gonna have lots of good videos coming from this to you soon. And
this was definitely his choice because I was looking at cars from the 40s.
Yes, he was. I kind of put the kibosh on that. Neither one of us can weld yet.
Yeah. So that may come in the future, though.
Yes.
Both the welding and the cars from the 40s or 30s.
Alrighty. Well, I guess that about does it.
That should do it.
All right.
We're doing some car Yahtzee.
Yeah, we're playing car Tetris here.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, y'all have a good one. And as always, if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that magic subscribe button and ring our bell. If you did not enjoy this, well, thanks for hanging out, and share it with an enemy. After all, why should you suffer alone?
That's it for next time.
All right.
And don't get hypnotized by the screen.
Y'all have a good one.